Welcome to another episode, man. New Era 410 podcast. It's your boy Mason. You feel me? I got my co-host Todd Q. And we had to bring a special guest
Yeah,
today. We had to bring on my man Neal, Boston Celtics fan. You feel me? Clap it up for my man Neal. Yes,
Let's go.
sir.
Let's go Celtics. You know
So
what I mean?
I want to get this started off, man. I gotta ask you as a true Boston Celtics fan, like, give me your feeling, ups, downs, goods, bad, from game one to right now in the series.
So off top, man, it started with Joe Mazzulla, man. Joe Mazzulla coming in on the intern was shaky from the start, but I believed in my boy because he was nominated for Coach of the Year this year. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, going to the playoffs, this is not M.A. Udoka. Like M.A. Udoka is aggressive and his style of coaching is way different than Joe Mazzulla and was way different from Brad Stevens. So off top, I was like, man, this playoffs is about to be crazy. And I was right because Celtics, even though they seem as if they are the better team, here come Trae Young with a half court shot to send it to 7 or 6. Or here come what's this the beard to drop 40 on you one game. You know what I mean? So like I'm like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen this year, man. So I do like the fact that he's keeping me guessing, but I like it's a roller coaster of just like I don't know this year, man. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm happy that they forced it to game 6. And but at the same time, it's just that I'm living on the edge because they can go home anytime right now.
oh, so quick question, right?
Yeah.
So when did the acknowledgement of like doubt came? Like when did was it like, is it this series alone? Because to be honest, Boston been killing that shit.
Yeah.
Like been killing that all year, been doing good uh all regular season. You know what I'm saying? They in the Eastern Conference Finals, and you know what I'm saying. I know a couple Boston fans, and they was looking real confident all the way up until they seen that man. That you know what man I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So do you
Himmy.
think like? So do you think like? You feel me? Like okay, y'all down by a game. You know what I'm saying? Like how is like are you like confident or you like it's Jimmy Butler. He does his playoff stuff. We're pretty much going home. Like which side are you like weighing on more? Like the acceptance of going home or the where you could come back? You feel me? Like
I'm more on the I know this is gonna sound like kind of crazy, but I do honestly believe that we are gonna win in 7, yo. Like
as
I
you should.
feel that way. Because and the reason why is because Jimmy is running out of gas. He pretty much ran out of gas. I can see it. Uh Honestly, I think he stole the game that they really stole was game 2 to me. To me, game 2 was the shocker for me because I was like, oh, they really wasn't supposed to win that game. And if you're really paying a close attention to this series, Miami and the Boston Celtics is a way better team than Miami. But I could not say that about Miami and Milwaukee. Like I thought Miami was the better team than Milwaukee. You know what I mean? I do. It's hard to explain that. I don't want to say that that their 3-game win streak against us was a fluke. Like I don't want to outright say that, but it feel these last 2 games they feel like those 3 was a fluke almost. You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm at the point now where it's kind of like, well, if they lose, okay, they kind of deserve to lose because honestly, they got outcoached this entire series, yo. They got outcoached this entire series. So, and I'm not mad at Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla came in his first year and he's coaching against what's his face, almost a Hall of Fame coach right now. So I'm not mad at Joe Mazzulla, but at the same time, I'm just like, Celtics has proven that they're the better team these last two games, and now it's just time for them to be honest, to make history. If they don't make history, I'm not mad at the Celtics. I'm rocking with the coach. I'm rocking with the same team next year. I don't think they need to trade nobody. I don't think they need to. Probably Grant Williams. They should probably trade Grant Williams as like to get somebody better from him, but also probably Robert Williams, Tom Lord. They should probably trade him too. I know. But it's to get somebody. You can get three people for that one person. You know what I mean? Like he's like crazy, and he's not really doing. If I really had to say him or Al Horford still got about 3 more years. But he's like he said in an interview, he's an elite shooter. So I would rather Al Horford than Time Lord. So it's easy to find a rebounder in this league, yo. So to answer your question fully, I do not think Miami is going to beat us in 7. I think that they're going to it's crazy to say, but I honestly think they're going to win these next 2 games and close it out and be in the finals with the Nuggets. Do y'all think I'm delusional?
I don't think you're delusional. I feel like if they go game 7, is a wrap because Miami deserved to lose after being up 3-0. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I definitely do want to shout out everybody that's on the live streaming with us right now. Once again, welcome to a new episode of New Era 4-0 podcast with our special guest, Neal, on here, Boston Celtics fan. We could be witnessing history. Of course, I got my co-host, Tall Q, in the building, Golden State fan. Of course, I'm a Lakers fan. I do want to Spaz. We know him as Spaz. He definitely said Grant Williams got to go. They need an upgrade defensively over him. Someone that can knock down shots and defend. You can't play Grant in the post versus a dude like Embiid.
No.
Facts.
No.
Facts.
Absolutely not.
Yo, Grant is in the post with Bam right now. I seen that last night. I was pissed off. Like, why is he even there? Like,
so basically, I think like what you said, like, you know, they could trade Robert Williams to get like 3 other players. I think they do need to build more assets around Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, because literally against Miami, that's really what it's been coming down to. You know, the assets that Jimmy Butler has been showing up tremendously in the playoffs against Boston. And, you know, it kind of looks like, you know what I'm saying, like Al Horford and Robert Williams, Derek White, you know, they're good assets. However, it's not enough. The way, like, you know what I'm saying, like Max Strauss, Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin, it's like you got to look at the matchup. And, like, granted, and that's where it comes down to, because with Miami, if Jimmy's assets ain't working with him, they not scoring more than 100 points in 4 quarters.
no.
You know what I mean? And Boston, they got the offense for that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna score. You know what I'm saying? But the Celtics, it's completely up to them, bro. They have to be efficient. They can't keep being inconsistent. That's what cost them the ring last season. They have to be consistent playing Miami, because Miami, they're a good defensive team. They know how to win. They're the clutchest team in the NBA. They have, like you said, a Hall of Famer coach, Eric Spo. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And you already done gave them a lead. So it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, Boston Celtics, they do have a lot of like moves they need to make. I feel like they're a good, solid team, so they don't really have to make that many moves. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Grant Williams, y'all good without him. Robert Williams, you know, y'all can bring in a less skilled big man who could, you know, possibly be a better asset for Jake. You know what I'm saying? Because you make your play, like the starters make their plays. know what I'm saying? They make that asset. So you bring a less skilled big man than Robert Williams, and you bring two assets that's good enough for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to work around. And I mean, I can see them being, more like a championship team for more than just like 1 year in a row type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum playing great basketball. Like, and I mean, I don't know, in this playoff series, like, he's been a little iffy, but it's still Jason Tatum. Like, it's still Jay Tate. Like,
Jason Tatum has been getting the biggest shows since he came into the league as a rookie.